start the clock. The next question, the member for Kingston and the Islands.
Mr. Speaker, a deceased man's CPP survivor's pension is taxed at 50% before it can help his disabled widow. Linda McGuinness is my constituent and she needs help. She's on ODSP, but $400 a month of that is clawed back because of an $800 a month CPP survivor's pension provided by her late husband. So she ends up with a monthly income of $1,400, which is pretty much used up by shelter costs of $1,000 a month and $300 a month for utilities in winter. She's been overlooked by this government's stingy approach to ODSP in the face of rising costs of living. Would the government extend the $1,000 threshold for earned income clawbacks to CPP survivors' pensions?
On behalf of the Government House Leader.
I'll speak a bit personally to this. My father died when I was quite young, and my family relied on survivor benefits for a number of years. But you know what helped us out a lot too, Mr. Speaker, is when there was a government in place that actually looked after the things that were important to us, right? When costs went down so that our family could afford to do things that we otherwise couldn't have. We lived through that high inflation period that was in the 1980s, that high inflation period of the late 80s, Mr. Speaker. So what we're trying to do is build an Ontario that reflects the needs of the people of the province of Ontario. Whether you're young, whether you're old, Ontario should be what it used to be. The place where you can grow and have a family, where you can afford to live, where you have a home for you, where that senior doesn't have to worry about the high price of hydro, in essence created by the Liberals, by the party that he actually represents, Mr. Speaker. We have turned the table on all of that. We've increased ODSP rates in the province of Ontario. We've cut taxes and eliminated them for the lowest income earning people in the province of Ontario. We're giving people a hand up because that's what Ontario...
Thank you very much. The supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, the government must stop dragging its feet on the mental health and addictions crisis. Linda McGuinness, the same constituent, her shelter situation is enormously impacted by this. She has the burden of living 3 houses away from Kingston's Integrated Care Hub. That's a consumption treatment centre with health care and social services. It anchors a community of people struggling with addictions. Unfortunately, the neighbourhood is also beset by drug dealing and petty theft. To change this, municipalities need province-wide, predictable and sustained funding for supportive housing where treatments can be followed. While we wait, Linda McGuinness is stuck. She can't afford to move. She can't afford to sell her house at a vastly depressed price. Will the government's budget, Mr. Speaker, will the government's budget respond to this crisis and address Linda McGuinness's dilemma?
And the Government House Leader.
Speaker, how does any member of the opposition get up and ask a question like that when they have voted against every single measure that we have brought forward to make housing more affordable in the province of Ontario? We have sat here for months while this government has said that we needed to bring more housing online to make housing more affordable. They have opposed every single measure. Transit-oriented communities, they've opposed it. We reduce taxes, they oppose it. We focus on low-income earners, take them off the tax rolls, they oppose it, Mr. Speaker. Today in this House, we have the Minister of Infrastructure's father. Here's a person who came to this country, fled a communist dictatorship to build a better life for him and his family. It wasn't easy, but they came here. You know why? Because there was hope. There was opportunity. You had opportunity to grow and prosper. He has the opportunity to sit here and watch his daughter serve in one of the largest governments in North America while we prosper, Mr. Speaker. So I beg the opposition, get on board, help us build a bigger, better, stronger Ontario.
Thank you very much.